All right, good evening. Welcome to the Selectmen's meeting for the Town of Acton, August 23rd, 2012. First item on the agenda, a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, approval of agenda.
You want to
Add item I, land use secretary resignation.
Item what?
Second, we're adding item I, acceptance of the land use secretary's resignation.
Isn't that on there?
I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
that's E.
Oh, that's E? Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
my mistake.
So, approval agenda.
I move that we approve the agenda.
Seconded.
All in favor? Approval of the minutes of the last meeting.
I move that we approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Seconded.
All in favor? Old business, having none. New business, Mr. Lee Burnett from the Forestry Department.
Yes, Lee Burnett. I'm with a project called Forest Works, and this is a regional project. My job is basically to sort of emphasize the tremendous resource in this area and try to learn from each other and figure out how we can maximize the benefits of the woods. Our region is 10 towns, basically from Sanford and Lebanon all the way up through to Parsonsfield and Cornish and Leamington. This is a view of it from top of Fort Ridge Fire Tower in Shapley. This is kind of sums up what we're up to. We're really here for the future, for the kids, so that the things we enjoy in the forest are here for our children. Acton has got a great asset in your town forest, and you've done some really great things to get started. Hiring a forester, appointing a town forest committee, having a forest management plan. These are all really positive steps, and I wish all the towns in our region have done as much as you guys have. I'd also encourage you to do some more. Signs. This is an example of what Shapley's done, just to let people know where their town forest is. I know Acton's got two pieces, one on Hebo and one on the town farm road. Maybe even a little more, maybe a little description of what the town forest is, what the town's hoping to accomplish with it. These are, really great opportunities to educate the community. Some towns have had little guided tours, field days. Acton may have already done some of this. We encourage more of that through the schools. There's great opportunities for teaching kids some of the basic sciences, other things with a town forest. Some towns use their town forest, harvest firewood. They've got a little low-income heating assistance program. That's another example of what can be done with a town forest. And we also really encourage towns to learn from each other about their town forest. The town of Shapley, their town forest is 520 acres, and they have grown their town forest by 4 times by harvesting timber, reinvesting the income in expanding the acreage. We think that's a great example. We really need town forests so that everybody has a good example in their town of what good forestry is. Some people don't know that there is a difference between good forestry and logging. We need to demonstrate that there is long-term management of a forest spells, huge benefits compared to harvesting timber before its time. And a lot of people, they feel compelled because of financial pressures, but if we can do more in the way of education, people can realize more from their woods. Some of the woods out there are not worth much, but if you carefully manage your woodlots, you can pretty much multiply the value by 100 times over a long period of time, making the right decisions. You got to spend a lot of time and care in doing this. Our area, there's a lot of housing in our area, and some people feel like forestry is in our past, but that's absolutely wrong. There's huge forestry potential in our area. The Maine Forest Service has really eyed southern Maine as the future breadbasket for the wood industry, because we grow the high-value species, the pine and the oak. This is the region that it grows. I mean, we've got the mills, we've got the tradition here. Maine's the pine tree state. I mean, everybody knows that, and they use it in some of their, the state seal, the Maine guides, the license plate, but here, this is where it grows. These are the best sites for pine trees. That's George Hurd there on the left, back in the mid-50s. We have a forester who's working with us on the right, Everett Toll. He's sort of our guru of growing big trees nowadays. If you want an example of what can be done, the Massabesic Forest has got, you should just pay a visit there. It's just tremendous what's been done over there. Town forest committees can help us sort of promote the businesses in our area that rely on the woods. Maple syrup, Christmas trees, can help sort of promote wood as heat. Can encourage people to join trail groups, conservation commissions, land trusts, fish and game clubs, snowmobile clubs, all of these people that really need the woods to be able to do their thing. We really depend on private landowners to help us make things happen. They just have so much potential to do good, because when they keep their woods as woods, it helps wildlife, it employs people, they can earn income, it keeps water clean, and it puts a smile on people's face because they're doing the right thing. The Forest Works project can help people who do own land. If they're new at it, we can help sort of talk about what, find out what your priorities are, why you own land, what you want to get out of it. We can also help find professional assistance for people, hire a forester, do a forest management plan. We can help access landowner assistance programs that are out there, tax incentive programs, and we can help landowners who want to create a legacy with their land, who want to see that their values are carried out in the future. We can help with conservation easements and other things. There's a lot to lose if we don't keep the woods as woods. There are 370 jobs in our region that are connected to the woods, whether it's sawmills, logging, forestry, trucking. We almost lost the old La Valley sawmill this winter. Fortunately, we didn't. We also, when we lose woods, we lose clean water. There's no better, cheaper way to keep water clean for swimming, for drinking, than have it surrounded by woods. The Salmon Falls River is sort of, I don't know if it's on a watch list, but it's considered a threatened river because so many people drink from it, but it's because there's so much development in the region, there's a danger of contamination. When we lose the woods, we're losing homes for critters. It's a lot harder for animals to get around. We lose woods, we lose access to hunting, fishing, recreation. Our goal is basically to keep the woods together as woods, to connect the entire region so that the biggest blocks of woods are connected so that we don't lose them through just division and fragmentation. This is a map that shows the existing conservation areas. Some of the larger ones are, we've got the Levitt Plantation in Parsons Field, we've got the Waterboro Barrens, we've got Massabesic Forest. There's 20,000 acres, which is basically the size of the entire town of Acton. To connect things, it might take, half as much again in some kind of protection. These are some of the areas in the region that we think are valuable and worth connecting. In Acton, we've got the South Acton swamps, but there's a lot of other ones. Folsom Pond up in Newfield, Shapley, we've got the Walnut Hill and Waterboro Barrens. Also Shaker Pond and Massabesic Forest over in Alfred, and Sanford has got part of the Kennebunk Plains and the Bonnie Beg Mountain and the Sanford Ponds. It's ambitious to try to connect it all, but we don't think it's far-fetched. We're already connected by snowmobile trails. The snowmobile clubs have really good landowner relations. We think it's worth working with clubs like this to encourage more landowners to work with us. And remember the town of Shapley's expanded their acreage by 4 or 5 times by reinvesting their timber sale income. The value of their forest is growing by $28,000 a year because of careful management. These are, some of the people that depend on the woods being there. You might recognize some of these maple syrup producers, but, we've got lots of other people that depend on the woods. And, we'd really like to keep it that way. This area is, it's not the coast, it's not the city. The woods is really what we have that shapes our identity. This is sort of that makes everything possible in our area. And we'd like to, keep it that way for the future, for the kids. So if, I started with the Acton's Town Forest and was hoping that this might generate some discussion either tonight or maybe at another time when you have more time on your agenda to talk about what the town's goals for the town forest are, and are there some things that can be done more, better.
Well, if you'd like to give out contact information for anybody that's interested in getting in touch with you, we can do that, and this tape will play several times over the next couple of weeks, so anybody that's interested in or has more questions, they can get in touch with you.
Yeah, there's our website, and I'll leave a couple of brochures. We also have some classes that are being offered through Adult Ed. In this case, we're starting out over in RSU 57. So, but if you want to travel to Massabesic, these are some classes, and if you have friends or family that live over that way, they might be interested. Are there any thoughts from you folks or from the audience?
We won't have time to open up for the audience tonight. That's why I said if you could give the information where folks can get in touch with you.
Okay,
Okay?
all right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Actually, anybody that wants to talk about it can discuss this after the meeting, too.
Yeah, absolutely, at the end of the meeting.
As long as Lee stays with us.
Yeah.
All righty, thank you.
Okay, action on petition. We have submitted sample pages of Mr. Cashin's petition to MMA Legal. Michael Schultz reviewed the documentation and called me to confirm that he had no legal concerns with the text within it. With that said, I had asked that we compile the following draft dates should the board vote in favor of moving this forward to November. So on August 23rd, Thursday, August 23rd, the board will make an official vote whether or not to move the petition forward. On Tuesday, September 25th, we will advertise a public hearing in the Smart Shopper. On Thursday, September 27th, the Board of Selectmen to sign the order and warrant calling for a town referendum. On Tuesday, October 2nd, absentee ballots will be available. Thursday, October 9th, advertise the public hearing in the Smart Shopper. Thursday, October 11th, public hearing for town referendum ballot question. And on Tuesday, November 6th is Election Day. Okay? All right, sign the loan document. Oh, I thought we were voting at the next meeting to do that. Okay. All right. Entertain a motion on the petition?
I move that we accept the petition as written.
Seconded?
All in favor? Okay, now I need a motion on the loan, signing the loan documents.
I move that we sign the loan documents from SIS.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Somebody willing to come up and be a witness to our signatures?
Apparently not.
Lorraine can do it? Today's the 27th?
23rd.
23rd. Okay, there's page 1 that goes with that. Okay, assign the tax certificate.
Still need witnesses.
Last page is for you. That's the only one you have to witness there.
About that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
If she witnessed all 3 signatures, that's all set. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, excise exemption policy.
On the reading.
This is, yeah, we're accepting it tonight.
You had the first reading last meeting.
Okay.
So I'll entertain a motion.
So I move that we accept the excise tax exemption policy.
Second it?
All in favor? This is for disabled veterans license plates. We read it at our last meeting, and nobody came with any questions or concern. It'll be on the website Okay, we have a resignation from Linda Capristo, effective October 1st. Have a motion?
We have to vote on this, right?
Right.
Okay, I move that we vote on the resignation of the land use secretary,
To accept it.
to accept the resignation of the land use secretary.
I'll second it with regret.
All in favor? She will be missed. Okay, we have some appointments. We're appointing to Richard Neal, the Selectman of the Municipality of Acton, do in accordance with the provisions of the laws of the state of Maine, hereby appoint you as Mary Grant Nature Preserve Committee member within the Municipality of Acton until June 30th, 2013. Motion?
Okay, I move that we accept Richard Neal as the Mary Grant Nature Preserve Committee member.
Seconded.
All in favor? Okay,
Achilles.
to Gina Achilles, the Selectman of the Municipality of Acton, do in accordance with the provisions of the laws of the state of Maine, hereby appoint you as Zoning Board Appeals member within and for the Municipality of Acton until June 30th, 2015.
I move we accept
Appoint.
the appointment of Gene Achilles as Zoning Board of Appeals member.
Seconded.
All in favor? Okay, we still need one alternate member for the Zoning Board of Appeals. We need 2 members for the Mary Grant Committee. We need 1 member of the Road Committee, and we need 1 member, 2 members of the Warrant and Finance Committee.
They're going to be alternate members.
Okay, yeah, the 2 members of the Warrant and Finance are alternates. Okay, investment policy, the first reading.
I got it.
You got it?
Okay, the Town of Maine, Acton, Maine, investment policy. In compliance with state law, this policy concerning the investment of town funds will be reviewed and readopted annually by the Board of Selectmen. The investment objectives, Title 30-A, Sections 5706 and 5711 of the Maine Revised Statutes state that the treasurer shall invest mutual funds upon the direction of the municipal officers. Title 30-A, Section 5719 provides that a municipality has no authority to make any investment other than those permitted by statute, I believe that's supposed to be. In Acton, the words municipal officers refer to the treasurer and Board of Selectmen. The Town of Acton hereby adopts the following investment objectives in the management and investment of municipal funds. First is the primary objective of the town's investment activities is preservation of capital. Growth of income is a secondary objective. 2, the town's investment portfolio will remain sufficiently liquid to enable the town to meet operating requirements which might be reasonably anticipated. The investment principles. The treasurer shall invest funds for which there is no immediate need, sell and exchange securities purchased, and deposit such securities for safekeeping. All investment decisions shall be made considering the investment objectives contained in Section A and exercising professional judgment and care under the circumstances then prevailing. Statutory compliance. Nothing in the town's investment policy shall be read to contravene
Should be read to contravene, I don't know what it means, but
read to contravene with state law 30-A MRSA, Sections 5706 through 5719. The accounting method, investments will be carried on the town's books at fair market value as required by the Governmental Accounting Standards Board, GASB. Dividends and interest on securities will be credited to investment income upon receipt. The market values of investment securities will be accrued as of each fiscal year end.
All right, the Aetna insurance.
Okay. I move to renew and reimburse the full deductible through the employee HRA.
All in favor? Okay. This is the annual renewal of the employees' health insurance. It actually came in lower this year than it did last year. Okay, any other business? Anybody else have anything for us?
Paul Plant. You, short while ago, made mention that we have 2 positions open for warrant and finance committee members. Just want to make a couple of comments about that. These positions are ones that opened up since the town meeting. We had 2 elected standing members of the warrant and finance committee who have chosen not to serve. So essentially, we've already burned our 2 alternates who have been moved to permanent members. So now we're looking to replace the 2 alternate members. These positions are for 1 year each until the next town meeting, so effectively that makes them 10 months long. The qualifications for these members, the ideal committee member will show up and will participate. Beyond that, if you think that that sounds like you and you'd like to get involved, then please put your name in with the Selectmen as a viable member to be appointed for the Warrant and Finance Committee alternate membership. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, announcements. The town clerk's office will be closed August 24th, tomorrow. Just the town clerk's office. All the other offices will be open. We now have a new rural mailbox and address, which is 35 H Road. We will still have the P.O. boxes until the end of the month, and we will be sending out the new tax bills with a 35 H Road address. So when you return your taxes, make sure to take note of that. There will be a special selectmen's meeting on August 30th to sign the tax commitment at 6 p.m. Okay, we'll be holding a public hearing regarding the York County Sheriff's Contract Deputy Program. The date of public hearing will be Thursday, September 13th, 2012. The time is 6 p.m. The place is here at the Acton Town Hall on 35H Road. The towns of Acton and Chapley are looking to enter into a joint agreement contract with the York County Sheriff's Department for a 40-hour deputy to serve the towns of Acton and Chapley. The public are encouraged to attend. Sheriff Maurice Ouellette will be in attendance, and if the tentative date for the town meeting will be 9/27 at 6 p.m. I'm sorry, at 7 p.m. And the Board of Selectmen will meet on 9/27 at 6 p.m. The reason for the tentative date, the September 13 is definite that we'll be having the public hearing and having the sheriff here to answer any questions. The 27th is still up in the air because we have to coordinate with Shapley on this. What this is the Sheriff's Department has a grant, 3-year grant, and they would give us a police officer for 40 hours a week. We would pay half the price, and the grant would pay the other half, so it would be $40,000 and $40,000. Shapley and Acton's Board of Selectmen have spoken together and have suggested that we'll put it before both towns to see whether we want to share that. So for $20,000 a year for 3 years, we would have a 40-hour-a-week sheriff and still continue on to have the regular coverage that we have now with both the sheriff and the state police. So we just want to ask the town if they want to do that. The reason for the quickness of this is there's only 90 days left on the grant. The sheriff that will be assigned to our district will have office hours during the week. We'll have to find a place for him, either at town hall or at the fire department, where people can go in and talk to the sheriff. It'll give you a lot more coverage than you get with just an on-call, because the sheriffs have 29 deputies and 450 miles of roads to cover every day. So normally when, an average day, the month that the sheriffs are here, there's one sheriff that's covering half of York County, including the town of Acton. Same thing with state police, but we don't lose the benefit of either one of those. What we do is gain of having the opportunity to have our own police officer or our own sheriff's deputy here in Acton and Shapley for 40 hours every week. It wouldn't be the same hours, so nobody would know when they were coming in and you know, what time they would be here. So hopefully we'll get a good turnout and people can let us know whether they're interested in doing that or not. All right, we'll take a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
All in favor? Thank you, folks.